welcome back to another video, guys. In this one I have a new project for us, and yeah, we're gonna continue to deal with this bipolar Illinois weather. It's absolutely terrible, but yeah, look at that, look at that. Let's get right into this video. What we have here is a 2011 Yamaha Wave Runner VX Deluxe 110, and yeah, this thing's pretty sweet. Here's a little walk around. So it sat in a pond for a long time, so it has a lot of the muck on the bottom, along with it's been sitting for a year, so water was in here and that's why it's all stained up. Along with, we got a little bit of damage on the handlebars right there, but that's just a plastic piece. Should be really easy to find. We are missing the front bumper guard, and I'll show you some other things in a minute on that. If you come around to the back, we're missing the rear bumper guard here. We have it on this side, so I'll have to get that ordered. But yeah, if we come around, here's the main deal. It had hit something and cracked, so they repaired it with this little patch kit. So I'm gonna go back through and sand it all down and repatch it again, and then we're gonna paint the jet ski. So comment the colors you think we should paint it, or if we should just go white again. But yeah, and then I gotta get the bumper for the front, which I've already said. So yeah, this should be a pretty fun project. The owner said something about the battery kept draining on them, so I'm gonna have to look into that. It's been sitting for about a year, so we're gonna have to do a thorough checkup, make sure there's no bad gas in it, and if so, we gotta drain it all out. But yeah, here is the heart of the jet ski. I believe it's a 4-cylinder and it's fuel injected. Should be really nice. I've never had anything fuel injected for the water. It's always been carbureted. My boat's carbureted, and my 2 previous jet skis were carbureted. So this shall be very, very nice. I'm excited. But yeah, I want to pull a spark plug out and just look at it, because he did mention something about water in the engine, and that would not be good, because first off, if it's been sitting for a year with water in the engine, this engine is most likely bad. And second off, we get cold winters, and hopefully there's no cracked exhaust tubes, or for the engine, hopefully there's no cracked block on it. That would not be good. So I just gotta do a little check over and make sure everything's good here in this engine. There's the battery back there. It looks really good, but you can tell it's newer, so they probably were replacing it and it was still draining. So pretty sure this engine would have a stator, so I have to make sure it's charging the battery. But let's dig right into this. Let's remove a spark plug and see what we're working with. Coming into the garage, here's a little update for you guys. Look how clean it looks in here. We got the go-kart sitting right there, this 4-wheeler chilling right there, and then I arranged the snowmobile and the 2 bikes. I have all these nice little walkways. And then right at the end of the garage that I use the most is this 4-wheeler, so I have it parked right there so I can easily get it out. This thing we gotta diagnose, it has no spark, and I don't know why. But yeah, coming into our nice little work area, we got my new Snap-on toolbox, heck yeah. And then we got the old Craftsman. I rearranged all this, so I got this whole nice work area going on here so I can be productive. And as you come around, I got a nice walkway all the way down the side. Let's see here. What are we looking for? Where did my spark plug socket go? Boom, bingo. And then we need the wrench. Let's go remove these. I really just need to get my nice tripod out. There we go. Okay, so you guys are probably wondering how much I got this thing for. I got it for a whopping $500. But this jet ski is gonna need a lot of work, so it's perfect that I have it, I guess. because I will make sure she gets back up and running, hopefully. So yeah, I'm just removing the bolts on all the coils real quick. You guys are teetering back and forth on a little block, by the way. I'm gonna go get my real tripod, actually, because that's kind of sad. You want inside, Molly? You want inside? Come on! She didn't want to come inside, so I gave her a little doggy bed. Bye-bye, Molly. Lock her out. Got my nice little tripod. Now you guys won't be bouncing around all over the place on that block of wood. Look at that. You can see perfectly what I'm doing now. I think I broke them all free. Let's check. That one's free. That one's free. That one's free. Perfect. So I'm just gonna pop all these off so we can see each spark plug and the type of wear we're getting on these. Or if they're insanely rusted, we probably do have water in the engine. I forgot how nice working on jet skis is because you can just put all your tools in the footwells. Ooh, this clip is kind of hard. There we go. Ah, got him. Push that out to the side. This engine is a 2010 engine. The jet ski is a 2011. That's cool to know. Oh, frick. Talk about being stuck. Holy moly. Jeez Louise. Does this one come out? Got it. Okay. Let's see if I can do this one. Oh, got it. I'm twisting them sideways so I can get leverage underneath both sides. They evenly pull up. This one. How does this come out? Like that. And last one. Got it. Okay, you want to keep these in order because it's just best to do that. It's just smart. So just make sure you know which cylinder you took each one out in. Ooh, that was nice and loose. That's good. That's a good sign right there. Not rusted in, at least. Let's see what we're working with. So no signs of any water, I would say. So that's good. Let's take the rest out. Okay, so I took out all 4 spark plugs, and they all look surprisingly really well. There's no signs of water in the engine from the spark plugs, at least. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of my 2-stroke oil and just squirt a little bit down each cylinder, just since it has been sitting for over a year. So when we do turn it over, it is properly lubricated. So that's just something I've learned. Everything's dry in there. It's smart. Put a little oil down it. Let's see. Where is it? Here we go. I found it. This stuff is like 20 bucks. So I'm gonna try not to spill it. It was a really tedious process, but I mainly just used this hose right here, and I dumped just a little bit in each cylinder. So each cylinder has lubrication, and since the spark plugs don't look terrible, I'm gonna throw those back in, and we're gonna go up to the gas tank and see if it has gas in it. If so, I'm gonna siphon it all out, and we're gonna go put some fresh stuff in it. So I got all the spark plugs back in and everything plugged back up. I'm loving this. This is like a mini car. It looks like it has like a dual little overhead cam setup going on here. This thing's just sweet. And little fuel rail. Heck yeah, that's so cool. But what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, we are gonna pop the front and take a peek at what we're working with in here. Oh, or I drop it on myself. Man, that does not open. I think it should hold itself, to be honest. Might have to replace a spring or something. So this is very dirty in here, and I have no clue how to get to the gas tank. Do you just pull it? Can you guys see in there? Okay, let me figure this out, and we'll cut back to that. Okay, so I kind of just pulled on it and this one popped out, and so once I had one popped out I could figure out how in the world these worked, if it will ever focus. Okay, so I kind of just yanked on it and this one fell out and I broke it, but I was able then to figure out how these work, so it's actually pretty cool. You come in here and you just push it in and then you can just pull the piece out. So on my second one, look at that, I pushed it in and then it came right out. So now I got a few more to do on the jet ski and we shall be good. Boom, got all three. There's our gas tank we're looking for. Well, popping off the cover might have been a waste of time because I can't even see in there, but I popped the gas cap off and I hauled it around yesterday, and when I did I heard a lot of pressure and I can just smell gas, so I'm just gonna stick the siphon down there and get out as much as I can. Okay, let's see if we get anything out. Okay, good news, we're getting gas out. It doesn't look terrible. For it to actually siphon though, this tube has to be longer. So I don't even know if this is gonna work, but I mean, heck, it's worth a shot, I guess. Ooh. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. Oh yeah. Sheesh. It's going crazy now. Check out all those bubbles moving. And it's lying down. And we got our barrel spinning. It's gonna make light work. Yeah, it is a little yellowy. So I think it's best that we're swapping her out. I'm gonna go get some 93 for this sucker. This is so much faster. On the boat, we had to pump it the whole time. It wouldn't siphon out. As long as you place your bucket lower than what the gas tank is. Look at that, it works perfectly fine. It looks like I'm gonna have to stop her because we're about to overflow our box and it is just starting to rain. What the heck's going on? Can you guys hear that? It's raining now. Oh, I gotta shut this off. I think I just have to twist this tab, right? Stop. There we go. Cut her off. There she goes. Oh, missed it. Okay, let me go get the different jug. That I'm just not gonna worry about. What do I even do with 5 gallons of gas? Jeez Louise. I'm gonna cover the engine up so she don't get wet. Oh, copyright. Frick, I forgot. I swear my video gets copyrighted because of that. Here, I'll give Morgan a shout out. Oh. Ah. Don't rain on my beautiful engine. Oh, this is really unfortunate. It's not even raining, it's icicles. We're good, we're chilling. We're chilling. It's like crystals, not snow, but little ice chunks. I normally just let this evaporate, to be honest. Bucket number 2. Okay, let's see if I can't get her started going again. Look at that. Easy peasy. What am I supposed to do with all this gas? I have finished siphoning it all out. I mean, yeah, gas prices are high, so I could probably resell it, but like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of gas. But we got it all emptied out, so I'm about to run to the gas station with my 5-gallon gas tank right there, and we're gonna fill her up and go fill that up to then fill this up, and then we'll go on to the next step. Getting gas. Oh my gosh. Got some 93. Nice and tight. Don't want any leaks. So it started raining. As you can see, the ground is all soaked. So I did what one would do, and I pulled it into the garage and pulled Mom's car out. Yeah, so I also added in the fuel. So we have 93 in it, and I also put a can of seafoam in. So we should be good on good fuel, because whatever old fuel is left in there, it's been so diluted by the fresh gas and the seafoam, it should be fine. And then I checked all the spark plugs, nothing looked concerning. We got oil in the cylinders, and I'm gonna check the dipstick wherever it is to see if we have oil in the engine and make sure it's not milky or anything like that. And then I'm gonna hook something up to the battery, a little jump pack. We're gonna see if she cranks over. Where's the dipstick? Let me find that real quick. So I found the oil dipstick. It's right here. And if you look right here, we got full right here at this line and low right there, and we're at the very edge. So as much as I want to turn it over, it's really low. So I'm gonna go run into town and get some right oil for this thing. But I'm also gonna order an oil change kit for this with the proper Yamaha 4W oil or whatever it's called. And we're gonna do a full oil change on this. But for now, there are other types of oil that work for this, so I'm just gonna go run and get like 2 quarts of it so we can crank it over and see if she'll fire up before we spend all the money getting an oil change kit for it. So let me go run and get that. Okay, so I went to the store, I got the oil, I've put it in, and we have the proper level oil for now until I get the real oil change kit here with the with the Yamaha oil. And so the battery's dead, so I got jumper cables hooked up to my boat battery just for this first little test.
Nothing happened.
And we should be all set to crank it, hopefully.
Nothing's happening.
But nothing's happening.
I don't know how this works though.
We don't know how it works.
Oh, that just switches to mile per hour.
So we're gonna try. Okay. Here you go. You want to back up and hold it? First ever start. What's gonna happen here? Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. There's gotta be something else. I promise you there's something else.
There's gotta be like a battery switch. So me and Victor were looking, and we were getting power to this the relay box, and then this fuse had power on one side but not the other side, so we pulled it, and all the other fuses were dead, and this fuse, of course, is blown. Yeah, so this is what it should look like. I'm trying to show them that one while I hold the camera. It should look like that, but instead we're stuck with that.
Cap.
So, and we tested it and it was open, so.
Try to toss this thing in and see what happens?
Yeah, we're gonna toss it in and see what happens. There, the camera's focused after being blinded by the light.
Do you want to put this in?
Yep. Stick that in and let's see if we get any power up on our dash or a beep or something.
Alright, it's in there.
Okay. We have it in and nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Interesting.
Did you press this button? Okay.
Okay, we'll keep looking. Okay, so you guys saw us put the new fuse in, right? So the new fuse is that top green one on the right side. And so nothing happened when we put the new fuse in. And we're like, what the frick? Why is nothing happening? Oh, What if we like plug in the 4 connectors that we unplugged to get that cap off?
Alright, bro.
And let's see what happens.
Sometimes it outthinks you.
Yeah.
So then just this one.
Oh, what do you know? We got a green light on our dash. It's the security.
Okay, so do you want to?
So now?
Oh shit, boys.
Oh, she's alive. Well, that.
Let me do that.
Yeah, hold the camera. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna hit the start and see what happens. Oh, yeah, we got 0 miles per hour. We got time. That sounds like a compression. It has an uneven. If you think about it.
Do you have a compression tester?
Yes, I do.
No, that sounds a slow crank.
That's probably our connections.
Yeah, this sounds like slow crank. I think we should probably do a compression test though.
But we can't with our battery setup. We got to charge that battery up.
Go ahead and toss it on. Do you have a charger? Actual charger?
Yeah, I got a charger out over there.
I would go ahead and toss it on there. Does that sound right? Wait, stop it.
What?
I thought I saw the warning light on. Never mind, it's not though. Does that sound right?
I don't know if that sounds right, bro.
Okay, well, let's stop there. I say, so can we pull
Hey,
those?
it turns over.
Yeah, can we pull those plugs out?
Again?
You already did all?
Yeah, I already took all the plugs out.
What they look like?
They didn't look rusty or anything. They just looked
Okay.
like they had some carbon on them.
And then we should do a compression test.
Yeah. And let's hook this battery up on a charger.
Yeah, do that too.
Okay, guys, we got the compression tester here hooked up. And we're going to crank it and see what we should get. We're hoping to get into the hundreds because 100 is runnable. And anything under 100 normally is not, as you can see by the red. So let's crank her up.
So that looks pretty good, I think.
So we're right around 100. So it's lowish, but yeah, we'll see what the other ones say. Going for round 2. Let's see what we get. Let's focus on it for you guys. There we go. So same thing.
Sounds about 100 too.
Right about 100.
You want to look up the spec?
Yeah, we'll look up the spec. My gauge is probably not the best either. It's a Harbor Freight one.
Here, I guess.
That's something else I've noticed. Round 2. Or 3. We're on 3. Okay.
About 100 as well.
About 100 as well. So at least they're consistent.
Bro, hey, we still got one more.
Shoot,
Don't be saying that stuff,
shoot,
bro.
I shouldn't have been saying that stuff. Oh, we should probably disable frickin'
Oh
fuel.
yeah, it's probably.
Whoops.
It has been shooting fumes at me this whole time.
It has?
Yes, I felt it.
My bad.
Okay, go. Like, watch what comes out of those
Yeah.
2 cylinders.
Come on, focus, camera. It's the glare of the light. Okay, there we go.
Okay, so
Boom. They're all the same.
You
They're
see
all
all,
the
you see all
same.
that?
Yep, that's the spark. My bad. I could have unplugged the injectors.
So it's got compression on all 4 cylinders, so that is a plus.
Yes.
Makes life a little less bad, I think.
Now we just gotta...
So now what's the other thing?
What?
What else could not be happening?
Well, we saw the fuel getting squirted out as we left them plugged in. I say let's throw those spark plugs back in now that we know that they have spark. And we just try cranking it one more time. See what happens. Because now she's rotating evenly. Wait, let me listen. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
So if you listen to that, well, okay, I'm gonna do.
Super.
Let me unplug these. How do you unplug these?
Well, no, leave them in. Just leave them in. Dude.
Okay, we're cleaning the injectors out.
Let's go.
So listen to the thing.
It's not Nah, that's not.
It sounds really good. As in, like,
Where's the socket at?
there's no resistance on anything
Where's
in
that
there.
socket and extension at?
It's right here. There you go. Just hand thread them all in first. So we know that there's no, like, nothing stuck on the crank or anything down there, like a frozen piston rod, I guess you could say.
Yeah, because they're all rotating.
Yes. So now when we put the spark plugs back in, we'll listen to her crank over and see if she's better. And now we've actually rotated the pistons a little bit. They've gone up and down a lot, so things should be better for us. And we saw fuel getting squirted out of every single piston, so
It was like more of a mist.
it was mist. Yeah.
Which is what comes out of the injector.
Yep. So that's, I guess, one way to test your injectors, the unsafe way.
The live and laugh on the edge way.
Yep. Another little fun test I did was I tested for resistance on the coils, and we had 2.2 ohms on each one, so they are nice and consistent. And since we did test for spark on this one right here, wait, did we show them us doing spark?
Yeah.
With the camera filming?
No, but we already did it.
So we had this coil out, and we had the spark plug in it against the valve cover, and it was sparking. So we knew this coil was good. So then we resistance test this coil, and then we just tested all the other ones, and it had the same resistance. So they all should be good, the coils at least. So yeah, now we got them all back in, and we've done our compression test. Let's see if she'll fire. Okay, we're making good headway on this thing, but a quick word from our sponsor. Okay, have you guys ever thought of subscribing to Justin Straub on YouTube? If not, you definitely should, because we do crazy stuff, like work on jet skis, and also leave a like so we know you actually like the content, and we'll keep posting stuff like that. But yeah, let's get back to fixing this jet ski.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and give her a crank.
Oh, hope she fires. Ready? No,
Oh my
Dude,
god.
I was starting to get so sad because when we first cranked it over before doing the compression test, it sounded just so terrible.
Dude.
And
Yeah, let's go!
we put it all back together, and
Dude.
we fire it up, and it's purring like a kid.
Dude, it cranked so smooth and went vroom.
And now watch, I bet it will crank up, no hesitation at all.
Butter.
Oh my gosh.
Have you told them about how you got it?
You guys
and
probably
everything?
even noticed my mood. I was like kind of sad because I thought it was just gonna be, okay guys, so I'm pretty sure we have a motor with a whole bunch of rust in it from water being in it over the winter and not being winterized. But nope, we have this.
Dude.
That sounds spicy.
Dude.
That sounds fast.
Okay.
So we have a water line hookup right here, but it's currently like 10 o'clock at night, so it's pitch black outside. And it's also freezing outside, and it's raining. So, we did not hook a hose up to this.
Are we wanting to check the temps tomorrow?
Well, we're gonna go out to the lake tomorrow, so we got this. We're gonna
Let's check here. I'll show them this town because no one lives there.
Dude, guess what it was? It was like 60 degrees 2 days ago.
Okay.
So beautiful.
So.
Is it focused on your phone?
Yeah.
Good job, Canon G7X.
It's gonna be the high tomorrow is 42.
Ugh. Lake day, baby. We got 2 tubes sitting in the back of my dad's old truck at the storage. We're gonna inflate one. I'm gonna ride on the tube. Victor's gonna drive the jet ski. And we're gonna have a fun day tomorrow. We're gonna have such a fun day tomorrow. I'm so down if you
Dude,
are.
I'm down, bro.
I'm
so down.
Like joking saying
It's
it, but
crazy.
like it's starting to hit me like let's actually do this.
Oh no, I'm going. If you're gonna take us thing to the lake, I'll be there. I'll come right after work.
Well, guys, that's
the video.
That's the video. Stay tuned. Look at all the other stupid stuff we have in here that we're gonna be working on.
Four-wheeler. It's motorcycle, four-wheeler.
We got a whole property. I'm gonna start building a shed here soon, so we're gonna have a shed build series. And we're gonna hope that battery over there is gonna charge up overnight. If not, we will go buy one from the store, and we're just gonna still go out and rip. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of this jet ski. And
it's an absolute. It's a unit. It's a unit. It needs some love. Some love here and there, but
yep. So what we did first was I did the simple thing. I put some oil down in the cylinders, and that's because it's just been sitting for a while. And then I drained all the old gas out and put some 93 in it with seafoam. And then we went around and put a new battery on it, so we knew we had voltage. And once we had a fresh battery, which is actually attached right there.
It's the most ghetto thing ever.
And once we had voltage, we made sure, well, we had no power up to our dash, so then we're like, what the frick? So we followed our power lines up from our battery to this junction box, and we took the fuse panel off. You're not going to be able to see in there.
You can see it all right.
Where's the Milwaukee light? So right in there is our junction box. We took the fuses off, and we saw we were only getting power to one of the fuses, and that fuse was only getting power on one side, which means your fuse is blown. So we pulled that fuse out, and sure enough, it was blown. We swapped out the fuse with a new one. We ended up then having power to all the fuses, and our dash lights came on. So that was good. And then our engine cranked over, but it was cranking over really bad. So we were like, oh, we should probably do a compression test. And when we did the compression test, having all the spark plugs out allowed us to spin it over a lot easier, and that probably cleaned up the sidewalls from whatever was in it. And then also we saw that there was mist coming out of each one from our injectors since we left them plugged in. And we threw the coil packs back in, and sure enough, she fired up and ran like a charm. So yeah, if you guys are looking at wanting to do fun projects like this, just start with the basics and move to the more complex things. So yeah, stay tuned for the next one. I'm super excited. Heck, it might be us being out on the lake. We'll see. But yeah, peace out. Bye.